Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, girls and guys. Today we are going through narrow lanes, sometimes easy, sometimes rocky lanes on a cashew feni trail. If you never heard of cashew feni to Goa is what tequila is to Mexico. We will pick up cashews, see some kokum, gorge on some tasty jungle snacks, and then head back home with the collected cashews for the next process. The walk is long, so we move fast. Very fast indeed. And as we walk, we see loads of eagles, and I was wondering why. And then I spotted this. It looks like an ox. The eagles must have spotted some carcass for sure. In such places, you always come across different kinds of animals, birds, and reptiles. Before we move ahead, let's see some kokum. We're climbing the hill slope, and that's where you usually find these trees. If you ever had authentic Goan curry, you sure have tasted kokum in it. Goans also prepare a pinkish white curry called sol curry with kokum, which is delicious but on the sweeter side. Until some decades ago, Goan women would use kokum juice to fry fish. You can still find them using kokum for frying in places like Malvan and Maharashtra. And this is the kokum fruit. When it turns maroon, it's ready to be plucked and dried. Next kokum season, we'll surely make a video about the kokum trail. And here are some cashew trees, but we still have to walk to get to the orchard we are going to. Cashew feni has a GI or geographical index tag, which means the cashew feni is unique to Goa. It cannot be produced anywhere else in the world. It would be illegal. And it is strong and hard-hitting like the tequila. Soft at the start, but blows you away later. I've come across people telling me that they felt it was easy to take 3-4 pegs without a hitch, but later they were dazed for the next entire day. And we are at the top. Look at the beautiful scene. The greenery around. So many trees. Just pure nature. I wish we could enjoy the view for a while, but we don't have much time to enjoy the view. Have to keep moving. We've walked for about 30 minutes already and some more time to walk before we reach the orchard. And here we are. This is the cashew flower from which grow the cashews. It then grows to this and later turns into a beautiful juicy fruit and nut like this. Cashews are made up of two parts, the cashew apple and the cashew nut at the bottom. The collectors have a long stick to which is attached a long nail at the end so that they can just poke it and lift the cashew. It also helps in getting to the ones that are higher up on the tree. Shaking the tree can destroy the flowering bunches. You find a lot of these around here. These are termite hills, known as ruin in Konkani. We were always warned never to go close to them because of snakes. It is said that during the monsoons you are sure to find snakes in them. The snakes use it as a shelter. Also, during the monsoons, edible mushrooms grow on and around these termite hills. And there you have the lovely kantas or kandas. They are a tasty and healthy snack, always to be found in the hills in the summer. You got to find the sweet ones though. It is a delicacy in Goa and you will often find local women selling these in tiny leaf cones by the roadside or in the local markets. You should definitely try these. The black ones are the ripe ones. Now you would be wondering, why are we picking the green ones? Well, the green ones are for a very special and tasty pickle made by the locals. In earlier times, the pickle was one of the provisions made for the rains, just like dry fish. Picking these berries is very tricky, especially the unripe ones. You will have white sap all over your hands. You just can't escape it. Plus, you have the thorns that poke into you all the time. Not sure what these are, looked interesting, so got them in film. And here we are, back home with the loot. Cashews come in yellow and red color, but in different shapes, sizes and taste. The green ones you see here will be discarded after de-seeding. Only their nuts are kept. These are the ones that fall before they are ripe. Now starts the process of de-seeding each cashew apple by hand. You have to hold the cashew apple in one hand and the seed in the other and twist the nut. It is a time-consuming process but a very important one. From here on, the cashew apple and the cashew nuts go their own separate ways. Most come off quick and easy, but some are real tough nuts to crack. You got to twist and turn or pull them apart to get them off. Here we have the separated cashew apples and cashew nuts. These nuts are then sold off to local processing units, but some of those are kept for self-consumption. Then all the cashew apples are put in the stomping pit. At the end of the pit, there is a hole where a bucket or pot collects all the juice that flows down. Stomping is a risky affair, even though it may look simple and easy. You need to stomp each apple to get the juice without slipping and breaking your back. The 2 sticks are of great help. If you see the cashew apples, it's a pile of shades of red and yellow. Here is what you get after thorough stomping of cashew apples. This is then piled up into a miniature hill, and then a huge stone is placed onto it to get the maximum juice out of it. I missed taking a shot of the stone balanced perfectly on the pile because I was helping with it and later I forgot about it. It has to be tied together before the stone can go on top of it. In earlier times, they used creepers that climbed trees to tie it all around. Tying it properly is important, or else the stone will come crashing down, messing up the entire pile, and they can't afford that mess. Here is all the juice flowing into the vessel. Now we come to the next part of the making of cashew feni, the distillation process. Here we have a huge copper pot which is used specifically for this purpose. The covering lid of the pot is placed on top, and then any open gaps are sealed with clay to make sure no vapor escapes. And here goes the firewood in the fuel area. And water goes into this huge tank. The water needs to fill the tank for proper cooling of vapors. The aluminium coiled pipe is a more recent method. In the earlier days, they used wooden pipes or whatever best was available. So the wood is ready to fire up. The juice boils here in this huge copper pot which produces vapor. The vapor travels through this pipe into the tank, going through the coiled aluminium pipe. The heat needs to be extreme for the juice to boil and produce steam, so a lot of wood is needed. What locals do is, when coming back from the orchards on the hills, they will carry a basket of cashew apples on the head and a piece of wood in one hand, which is then collected and used for firing up the furnace. There are always dead trees or broken ones which make good firewood. A few slow-mo shots that look awesome. A few decades back, the process of distillation was different and difficult, but it gave the best quality of feni. And after a couple of hours, the fire has gone down. All the steaming vapor rose up from this pot, went through this pipe into the tank. Now you see the water is full. When vapor passed through the aluminium coiled pipe, it cooled down to a liquid because of the water and finally got collected in this can. The liquid collected in this can is called urrak. This process needs to be repeated once again to get a second round of urrak. The 2 rounds are then mixed with some more cashew juice and heated like the urrak to get the cashew feni. Yes, and that's how the famous cashew feni is made. Cashew feni is not just a drink in Goa, but also used for its medicinal properties. Our elders would drink a tiny bit every day before meals for better digestion. If we wanted to have a little, we got it like this, provided we had a cold. Put some in a metal plate. A dash of sugar. Mix it well and light it up. It burns bright blue. In a few seconds, the fire is put out and we drink it up. That sorted our cold. Well, that's that. I hope you like the video. A share and subscribe would be fantastic and encouragement to make more videos like this for your pleasure.